Hey guys! Hey everyone! Welcome to yet another episode of Club Live. We're so excited to have you here again. Today, back on popular demand, we have Wamika Bajaj. Wamika Bajaj, as you may all have seen, has done an Instagram live with us, and she is one of the best bridal makeup artists in Delhi. She started her own venture called Wamika Bajaj Makeovers, and she's known for her subtle, natural glam looks. Today, she's going to be showing us her signature soft brown eyes look, and I'm so excited to have her here today. Wamika, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hey, hi.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
How's it going, Wamika?
Just waiting for the lockdown to get uplifted.
I think we're all
Else,
waiting.
everything is good.
Absolutely. We're all waiting for the lockdown to get lifted. And we are so excited to have you here today. And we can't wait to see your signature look. We've heard so much about it. Tell us a little bit about your whole technique and what is it all about?
Okay, so people who know me know that I have a very subtle choice of makeup. I do not believe in layering and overdoing. I, try to enhance the features more rather than, changing the entire face structure. So, and in today's session, we are going to be doing my most favorite go-to signature eye look, which is matte smoky eyes, soft matte smoky eyes, not too intense, with a very dewy base and muted lips, and maybe glossy lips. That we'll see towards the end. But that is something, people call that as my signature look, and I love, love, love to do that.
Great. We can't wait, Pamika. Let's get started. Tell us how you prepped your skin and what are the steps.
Perfect. So, I have a very sensitive skin. Would say normal to dry. So I just prepped my skin using this Cetaphil moisturizer, which is BAM Cetaphil. So my skin at present is all prepped, and that is absolutely your choice. You can start with your face first or with eyes first. I'm gonna be starting with my eyes first. So, for my eyes, I'm gonna be putting a concealer, and I am using this from Too Faced. This is Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Natural Beige. This is the exact color of my, it absolutely matches my skin tone. So I'm gonna be taking this concealer and will be putting little on my eyelids. Yeah.
Okay, so Vamika, tell us what is your go-to concealer as a drugstore product? Which concealer would you pick?
See, for drugstore, I would suggest you can go for Forever 52 and Maybelline Age Rewind. These two are really, really nice and very pocket friendly. Forever 52 and Age Rewind. L'Oreal Age Rewind.
Okay, and we
can't hear you, Radhika. Hey, can you hear me?
I think the power went off, but anyway, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Great. Okay. So tell us, what is your favorite go-to tool to apply your concealer, your foundation? What would you use?
A beauty blender. A damp beauty blender, not too dry, not too wet, but a damp beauty blender. See, I avoid using brushes because I feel anyhow they are too strokey. And agar aap wo use karte bhi ho, to you have to use a beauty blender at the end to make everything come at one place. So yeah, even if you're using a brush, you need to use a beauty blender to bring everything together.
Great. Tell us what are the next steps.
Perfect. So I have just prepped my lids. I've put and concealer there. So I am going to be starting with my transition color. Transition color is the lightest color, and I'm going to be putting it above my crease, over my crease line, over here. So I am taking this color This is like a peachy orange color. So I'm going to be taking this color. And the brush which I'm using right now is from PAC. This is 312. This is like a fluffy brush. So I'm going to be starting from the outer corner and bringing the brush towards the inner corner. So I started from the beginning, like from the edge of my eyes and bringing the color inside. I'm going to be doing the same with the other eye.
Wamika, quick question here. We know that you are using brown tones, but what other shade can our viewers use?
You can use any, like if you don't want to go for brown, maybe you can use this plum color. You can use any, plum color. Maybe you can use, maybe a purple color, lilac color. It is not necessary to use a brown color. You can take any matte color, like any.
Okay, and tell us, how would you use these? How would you pick the transition shades? What is the shade that you're going to pick first, and then how are you going to go down?
So, okay. So there is an algorithm. Whenever we do our eyes, if we start from the brows, the color has to go from light to dark. This has to be the lightest color, which is on your brow bone area, which is over your crease. This has to be the lightest color. And then so on, you need to pick your colors. So from light to dark. Or if we start from the lid area, like from the lash hairline, then it is from dark to light. But this has to be the lightest color. Always remember this. I'm going to be taking some more and we'll be building my transition color.
Okay, so for all our viewers watching us, guys, we would love to see the look that you're creating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And please tag us, tag me, tag Airblack, and we would love to repost it.
Absolutely. So please do tag us and yeah, tell us what you're doing next, Wamika.
So now I am done with my transition color. So I am now going to be putting color on my lid area, on my socket, on my everything which is below my crease now. So I'm going to be putting on my eyelid area. So for that, I am using this brush from PAC again, and this is 033 brush. This is like kind of a flat blending brush. You can see this was a fluffy blending brush, and this is like a flat blending brush. So I'm going to be taking, I'm going to be taking a brown color now. I'm going to be taking this brown color. This palette is Morphe. This is 35XO. And I'm going to be picking this color from this palette. And now I'm going to be depositing the color on my lid area, on my socket area. Over here.
Okay, so firstly, all those people who are watching and those who are new here, guys, we conduct these sessions very often on Airblack. So if you're not a member, I'm going to attach a link in the chat. You can click on the link and register. And yeah, Wamika, what's happening? Tell us.
So I'm depositing this color on my entire lid area. See? We'll be doing the same on my other eye. Taking this color and deposit. I am not moving my brush right now. I am depositing the color. I am placing the color.
So Vamika, we'd like to know, what is your technique? Do you do your eyes first and then do your base?
I always prefer doing my eyes first because there can be a lot of fallouts. There can be a possibility that something just drops down. So it's always better to do your eyes first so that you have that escape to clean your face and then start with your base. So that is the reason I prefer doing my eyes first. And now, after putting my color,
Wamika from Aditi, she's asking, do you use the same concealer that you used on your eyes for your face, or do you have a separate one?
No. I use the same concealer. If I would have been using, say today, I will be using Too Faced on my entire face. Had it been some other concealer, I would have used Tarte. I would have used the same color on my lid and then, same on my face. But also, you can also go lighter on your lid. See, you can also put like a very light color on your lid. It's not important that you have to match that color with your face. I generally do that because I do not have too much dark lids. So that goes by. People who have dark lids, you need to use a lighter concealer so that the color pops. Right? So I am again taking back my first brush, which was a fluffy blending brush, and I'm gonna be, blending everything together, my crease color and my lid color together, like this.
Great.
So that there is no harsh line there.
So we had a question, which was the first brush, which was the first color and the brush that you used. So the brush you used is fluffy blending brush.
Yeah, this is fluffy blending brush. This is 312 from PAC, and the color which I picked. See, my first color always has to be the lightest color, which is gonna be on my brow bone era. So I picked this color, and this palette is Huda Retrograde. So you can take any peachy nude color from any palette. So I took this color. So now I'm blending everything together so that there are no, see, you can see the difference. Here, everything is blended, and here I didn't blend it yet. So there is a harsh line. So I'm gonna be blending everything together now.
Okay, so this looks like a really quick eye look, Vamika. Tell us, how differently can we do this? Is there anything that we can add or not?
Absolutely. You can increase the intensity. Here I did a very soft matte look, soft brown matte look. You can use a darker brown color. Second, you can also place a pigment in the middle. If you want to create, convert it into a glittery, like a glam sort of eye look, what you can do is you can go with the same steps, but using a darker color on your lid instead of this brown light color. And then you can add a pigment beach mein, and then Scuba can also add glitter. So this way you can change the entire eye look. If not in the center, you can also add, in the starting of your eye, like over here, inner. In the inner corners, you can add a glitter or a shimmer.
Okay, so Amanda wants to know, if you blend both the shades, how would you know the transition? So what are your...
Can you see my transition? You can easily see that there is a lighter color and uske andar se mera lid color, it is coming out. It doesn't has to be like stark line of my transition color and stark line of my lid color. They have to be blended to they you need to blend them together. And differentiation, it's all about practice. I know where to place my color, how to move my brush. So कभी भी मेरे mix नहीं होते color. अगर आप भी practice करोगे तो I'm sure आपका भी transition color and lid color हमेशा से अलग differentiate होगा. So it is all about practice and technique. How you see, if I'm moving my brush like this, do you understand? मैं पूरे area को cover करके सब कुछ mix कर रही हूँ. अभी my brush was like this. It was pointed. So it was just moving on the area where I want to move. So it also depends on how you hold your brush. You hold it like this or you hold it like this. It all matters. Okay, so I am going to be taking a little more of my transition color and blending it again.
Could you also give our viewers some good glitter recommendations?
See, I prefer using glitters from LIT, that is Lit Cosmetics. Then glitter from Forever 52 are also good. And then from Violet Boss. But my favorite has to be LIT and Forever 52. LIT has a humongous variety. Like it has so much of shades of different textures and everything. So go for LIT, Lit Cosmetics. And if you really want to go for something that is pocket friendly, then you can go for Forever 52 or Chaparral. Chaparral also have really great glitters. Okay, so now I am done with my eyes. I am gonna be adding little so I'm gonna be giving it an effect of smudge liner. Like I would be putting smudge liner on my eyes. If you want, you can also keep it like this and maybe do a mascara or put lashes, but I'm gonna be putting a smudge liner, and that I am going to be see, that is the one which I'm going to be applying is only with the eyeshadow. That is going to be very easy for you guys to understand. I am not using a pencil here. I'm just going to put it with my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my black eyeshadow, and this brush is from TSC. This is 092. This is like a pencil brush. So basically I use this brush from my under eyes and to put smudge kajal on my eyes. Smudge liner, sorry, not smudge kajal, smudge liner. So I am taking this black color from this palette. You can take black color from any palette. And with my 092 brush, I'm gonna be creating a line. The way we put liner, I'm gonna be putting a line very close to my lash hairline. Just the way you put liner. The liner ki space hai, you're gonna be putting there. And it doesn't has to be precise. It has to be little, because we have to create a smudged effect. So we don't want our line to be precise. So agar aapki upar niche bhi ho rahi hai, that is absolutely fine. I'm gonna be taking more of my black color. Gonna be placing again. See, I am not moving my brush like this. I'm placing the color.
So it's basically just a tap, tap, tap technique.
Yep. Tap, tap, tap.
Right. And instead of a black eyeshadow, can we use some other shade?
Any. If you wanted to do brown liner, but brown smudge liner, could have done that. If you want to do blue, green, so you need to pick the same eyeshadow color and go on. So now I've put my black color. I'm gonna be taking any light color. You can take the transition color or maybe any light color. So I'm again going into my transition color. I'm taking this color. And now I am going to be placing it on the upper line of my eyeliner over here. Just to smudge this upper line. इस upper line को fade करने के लिए I am using a lighter color because I don't want a precise liner. I want a faded effect. So for that, I'm going to be taking a lighter color and will be placing it here on the upper line of my smudge liner.
So Shruti wants to know, if you don't have matte eyeshadows, can you use glitter ones or shimmery ones?
Where? Like on the lid, or for like I need to know this.
On the lid. So if we don't have matte colors, can we do this with shimmers?
No, you can't. No. You can never blend your shimmer colors. It is only for the placement. You can only place them. आप कभी भी अपने shimmer color को, the way I blended my matte color, you can never blend your shimmer color. It has to be matte. Shimmer is something which you put over a matte color, but not on your bare eyelid.
Okay, so tell us what you're doing now.
I am just smudging my upper eyeliner line to give it like a more faded effect. Now I will be going back with my 312 brush, the brush which I used initially, and I am going to be blending everything together again. So I'm going to be blending everything together. If you want, you guys see, this is the effect. If you guys want, you can also put this patla. If you don't want a thicker liner, I have put a thicker liner because I have space on my eyes. But if you do not have much space and you've got hooded eyes or you've got tiny lids, so you can just put a little and just smudge it. Steps remain the same.
Okay, so we have a few questions. Do you have any budget-friendly palette recommendations?
Of course I have. So for budget friendly, you can go for Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution really has the budget friendly and nice palettes. You can go for Forever 52. You can go for Beauty Glaze, Eye Magic, Beauty Glaze. All these palettes are really pigmented and they're very budget friendly. Under 2000. 1500, 2000. You get big palettes in that amount. So I'm repeating the same on my other eye. I have picked black color from my pencil brush, which is from PSC 092. And I am going to be placing my black color near my lash hairline.
Okay, so while you repeat the process, I'm going to ask you another question. Do you have any foundation recommendations for combination skin?
For combination skin, go for Estee Lauder. You can go for NARS. For in drugstore, you can go for Forever 52. But if you have a dry skin, do not go for Forever 52. That is gonna make your skin more dry. Even Fit Me is also nice. Maybelline Fit Me. So I am putting my black color. And now I'm going to be going into my light color. I am taking the same which I use as my transition color. And जो मेरी ऊपर वाली line है liner की, जो ये वाली line है, इस पे I am going to be placing this color so that my line gets faded. I need a smudged effect. Now taking my 312 and blending everything together.
Okay, and tell us, how would you make this eye look last longer?
This is gonna last longer. This is not going to go anywhere. This is a matte eye look and this will not go anywhere. Condition, you do not have to put your setting spray. Just make sure when you're putting setting spray on your face, just cover your eyes and then put it, because the moment it goes in on your eyes, it is going to get dull. And what palette you are using matters a lot. अगर आपकी palette pigmented नहीं है, अच्छी नहीं है, तो आपका eye makeup बहुत जल्दी dull हो जाएगा. It will fade. And we are done with our eyes. So this is how you can create soft matte smoky eyes. You can build it further. I wanted to keep it this soft. I didn't want to make it too bright or too dark. अगर आप चाहते हो, you can definitely do that. But steps remain the same.
This looks fabulous. Amrita, can you show us like a closer look?
Sure. See.
It's a very smooth transition and looks great. What are we doing next after you do the eye?
So now we will be starting with our face. And for that, I'm gonna be cleaning my fallouts. जितने भी fallouts हैं मेरे face पे, I will be cleaning that. And for that, you can use any wet wipe, anything, any micellar water, whatever is available.
So, what wipes are you using? What would you recommend that people use?
See, you can go for. I would suggest if you're using something on your face, do not use Johnson Baby, do not use Himalaya, because those wipes are not for the face. That is for the body. And the moment you apply it, you might start getting red rashes or your skin might itch. So it's always better to use a makeup wipe. You can use from Color Bar. Color Bar की वो makeup wipes आती है. Also, there is this brand, that's a new brand called Cleano Wipes. Cleano Wipes, the wipes are really nice. Presently, I'm using that and I really like them. So they have different wipes for different skin. Uh, how do I say, skin textures and skin type basically.
Okay, so we have a lot of questions related to foundations. So can you give us like a full coverage foundation for dry skin?
See, full coverage foundation for dry skin has to be Forever 52 HD sticks. If you have dry skin and if you need something that is full coverage, I think Forever 52 not Forever 52, Makeup Forever HD sticks. I'm so sorry, not Forever 52. So those are creamy sticks and those are really nice for dry skin and works as full coverage. So I am again putting this Cetaphil under my eyes because I just wiped my eyes, so I'm prepping them again.
And can you give us a recommendation of a foundation which does not oxidize, and how can you prevent your foundation from oxidizing?
I'll tell you something. See, foundation doesn't oxidize. It is the wrong procedure, wrong things that we put on our skin. If we are not putting right color concealer on our skin and using a lighter color to what our pigmentation is, आपकी foundation oxidize करेगी. बहुत rare foundations हैं जो oxidize करती है. Like I can name one, that is MAC. MAC oxidizes like crazy, but I don't think so there is any other foundation that oxidizes. Also, avoid using oil or avoid mixing oil with foundation. That is one reason why your foundation can oxidize. Uske baad, if your concealing is correct, if you're putting the right concealer, your foundation will never oxidize, never ever. So now I am gonna put concealer. I'm gonna be using a concealer, and I am using this from LA Girl, and I am in the shade Warm Honey. So how to choose a concealer? This is like a very important question. There are a lot of people who think that concealer has to be lighter. No, concealer has to be darker than your skin tone, 1 or 2 tone darker to your skin tone. That is how you choose a concealer. अगर आप light color का concealer लगा लोगे तो आपकी foundation 110% oxidize होगी and वो gray हो जाएगी. So a concealer, you need to make sure that whatever you have on your face gets neutralized before you put foundation. So I am using from this concealer from LA Girl in the shade Warm Honey, and I am gonna be putting it under my eyes. जहां जहां आपकी pigmentation है, there you need to put your concealer.
Can you also tell us how is Milani Foundation?
Milani is nice. Milani is full coverage. It is good, but I would not suggest that for dry skin. That is from normal to oily. Normal to oily, but dry can use, but too dry Milani won't work. But it is a good foundation for people who have normal to combination or oily skin. I'm going to be putting some around my mouth. on my acne scars, little on my forehead. Because earlier, like few days back, I had major allergy on my face. So I've got a lot of breakouts. So now you can use the beauty blender to blend your concealer, but I prefer using my fingers. So I'm going to be using my fingers to blend my concealer.
Okay, so people say that you do use oil before makeup, and you said that oil oxidizes the foundation. So what
I do not use oil. I personally do not use oil. I only use moisturizers and creams. People who know me, students who know me, they know that I do not use an oil. I use serums, I use primers and moisturizers, but I do not use oil. And I'm going to be using my blender in the end and just blending everything together. That's it. And I'm done with my concealing. So next, see, now you can see that my entire face, it is neutralized. It is a one color. This is the reason we do concealing. If our face is now neutralized and you can still see my dark circles on my pigmentation, and the moment you put your foundation, it is gonna get oxidized. So make sure that your entire face is nicely neutralized and concealed. So next I am gonna be using, see, I am not using a foundation here. I generally make my base with a concealer with a highlighter. See, once you conceal your face, generally use a foundation. Rather than using a foundation, I'm gonna be using this concealer, which is exactly of my undertone. And this is from Too Faced, Born This Way. And I'm gonna be using that on the highest points of my face. And then this way I will be building my base. So I am using under my eyes.
Okay, another query. People say that you need to pick a light shade foundation to prevent oxidization. What is your take on it?
Oxidize has nothing to do with your foundation. That has to do with your concealing. If your concealing is not correct, your foundation will oxidize. But you should always pick a foundation which is either exact to your skin tone or one shade lighter to your skin tone. By chance, even if it oxidizes, it won't show.
So here, Wamika, are you not going to be applying foundation at all, or is this?
No. I'm just gonna be making my base with this one concealer, which is from, and the color I am NC35 in MAC, so I am natural beige in this concealer. So I'm gonna be blending everything. Just blend, just dab. Do not rub your blender, because the moment you rub, it is gonna take away the product from your face. You know, this is a very quick way to do your makeup. If you directly step onto a concealer rather than putting a foundation, number one, it avoids too much of layering, and it is going to give you like a very quick and a very tidy base.
Okay, so Shweta, she has not applied a foundation. Could you show us the concealer that you applied as your base, Wamika, please?
This is this is from Too Faced, Born This Way concealer. I don't know if it's visible or not. This is the concealer that I've applied on my face.
Got it. Another question. How do you test which foundation is good for which skin?
See, you need to, if you have a super dry skin and if you have an oily skin, for oily skin, you can never use a cream based foundation because that is already oily and that is heavy on skin. So, people who have oily skin or normal skin, I would suggest them to go for a liquid foundation, and people who have dry skin, they should definitely go for a cream foundation because that is, moisturizing on your face. That is that is gonna give you hydration to your face. That will not make your face look too dry or too matte. Just make sure blending the foundation nicely.
So, Vamika, we saw that you did not color correct your under eyes. What did you do differently?
Because color correction is done जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा pigmentation होती है. My pigmentation can be covered with a concealer, but if you have too many dark circles or if you have too much of deep pigmentation, then you can use an orange or a peach color corrector, and over it you can use a concealer. But in my case, I didn't have that much pigmentation, so concealer worked for me.
Okay, so Sanya wants to know, are you going to be highlighting the inner corners of your eye?
Yeah, I will be. That I'm gonna do towards the end.
Vamika is one person who I know does her makeup so quickly. If she was not talking to us and teaching,
For sure.
my power went off. But anyway.
So I am just done with my blending. You need to be very, good with the blending. You need to give time to it. You just can't just blend and you are done. You need to give good 3 to 4 minutes to your blending, because that is when your base is gonna, not crack and not get cakey on your face. So now I'm gonna be setting my face using a loose powder. The one which I use is from Laura Mercier, and this is a translucent powder. So I am gonna be taking on my beauty blender and would be starting with my eyes. So I've taken some on my beauty blender. And
Vamika, so you said that you do not use oil before foundation, but we've had so many questions regarding this. Tell us, what is one oil that you would recommend our viewers to use?
Pixie. Pixi Pixie. That is one oil you can trust that doesn't oxidize, that will not oxidize your foundation. The rest, I feel they are oxidizing in nature. So I am very lightly baking my eyes not with too much of powder, but with less powder. Now I'm going to be taking my powder brush. This is again from PAC. This is 211, and will be applying powder on my entire face. Again, a suggestion, do not rub it. Make sure you are dabbing the powder into your skin.
Could you tell us what is the translucent shade, like the powder shade that you used?
This is translucent. इसका एक ही color आता है, which is translucent. This is no color powder. So Laura Mercier just has one color, which is translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier. It doesn't have shades. Please don't forget your neck. Please, you have to make sure that you are putting everything on your neck.
another very frequently asked question, is it necessary to use primer before makeup?
No, it's not. To be honest, primer has nothing to do with your pores. But if you have oily skin, if you are doing makeup and going out, like if the temperature is little high, then you can use a primer that is gonna act as a shield between your face and your foundation. So jitna bhi aapka oil hai, jitna bhi aapka sebum secretion hai, that is gonna be little lesser, nothing more than that. So it is absolutely not important to use a primer. So now my
so many questions, guys. Listen, if we can't answer your questions in this live, feel free to DM us, us, and we will be more than happy to answer these for you. All these product recommendations, everything, we will be more than happy to address them. Tell us what you're doing next, Wamika.
So now my face is all set and all locked. So now I am gonna be doing my under eyes. I am just putting little more powder under my eyes so that whenever I do my under eyes, whatever fallouts I have, that is gonna just go with one swipe. So again, I am using the same, if you remember this brush, I'm using the same brush, which is from PSC, with the one with which I created my smudge liner. So I'm gonna be using a lighter color first. So I will be using this color. And will be smudging it and putting it under my eyes.
Okay, so to DM us, guys, you can DM us at beauty.airblack. And Wamika, please give your Instagram handle.
My Instagram handle is Wamika Bajaj Makeovers, WAMIKA Bajaj, BAJAJ Makeovers, MAKEOVERS. Repeating the same with my other eye, I'm using a lighter color and placing it closer to my lower lash line. So now I am taking a little darker color than this color. I took this color before and now I will be taking a brown color. So maybe I can take the same brown color which I've used on my lid, or maybe you can take any brown color. So I'm taking this brown color and just placing it till my half eye. I am not bringing it till my inner corner. Can you see? थोड़ी सी एक depth आ गई है. I've just used darker color and I've not taken it completely inside. I've kept it till my half waterline.
So Wamika, tell us, is this going to be like a bronzed look, or are you going to use more of blush and everything else?
I'm going to keep it quite balanced. Though I am like a big blush person, but I'm going to keep it balanced. But that is absolutely again your choice. You can keep it more flushed, more pinky, or maybe you can keep it more contoured and bronzed. So this is how my under eye they look. So I had lighter color and उसके ऊपर मैंने एक darker color लगाया है. So this is how I'm gonna be doing my under eyes. So now let's go to our contour. I'm using this contour. Before that, I will be brushing away my Access loose powder, which was under my eyes. So now I'm going to be using a contour. So I'm using the one from Benefit. I use this. I think this goes nicely on all skin tones. So I'm going to be using this.
Anya says we want a blush look. Wamika, I think you know what you're going to do next for us.
Yeah, perfect. Done. So how do we contour? I'm going to be starting from the starting of my ear. And just make sure your contour is not falling down. If it goes down, your face is going to look dropped. So make sure your face looks uplifted, and for that you need to move your brush towards the apple of your cheek. You can see the difference, this and this. It looks a little more chiseled. I'm going to be putting little on my jaw, on my jawline.
I am going to drop in our Insta IDs so that Manisha, you can access Wamika's Insta ID and ours too. And for all those, again, if you are watching this and recreating the look with us, tag us on Instagram and we would love to see what you've recreated.
On my nose, 2 straight lines on my nose. If you want, you can also put little on your forehead. I have a broad forehead, so I'm going to be putting little contour on my forehead. So this is how you do it. You are going to be connecting it with the temple of your cheekbones. And just make sure you are pushing it inside your hairline. Perfect. So now, on your demand, I'm going to be using my blush, and the one which I'm using is this is from MAC, and this is in the shade Melba. So I'm going to be, and the brush which I'm using is from PAC 284. This is like a very natural color. Smile, apply it on the apple of your cheek, and then take it upwards. Just make sure you are blending your contour and blush together. There shouldn't be any harsh lines visible.
Wamika, would you also be applying falsies for this look or just mascara?
No, just mascara.
Amazing. Okay.
Perfect. So I am just done with my blush. It looks really natural. This color in itself, it looks really natural. Perfect. So now I'm going to be doing my brows. And for that, you can use anything, whatever you want. You can use a brow pencil. You can use a brow dip. You can use a brow gel, whatever you are comfortable with. So I am going to be using a brow gel. I am going to be brushing my eyebrows first. And I have just made them by my own. God knows when the salons are going to get open. So the gel which I'm using is from Forever 52. This is a brow gel. And I'm going to be taking little on my brush and will be filling the empty spaces. Just make sure your eyebrows, you do not start filling from the front. This has to be light and this has to be darker. The front has to be lighter. And I'm going to be brushing my brows. They look quite filled and fuller. I'm going to be doing the same on my other brow. I'm going to be filling this empty spaces.
We will be asking Wamika to comment all the products that she's used in either blog or
I can definitely do that.
Yep. So we will be posting this on our Instagram as well. So you can head there and check out the comments and she will be posting all the products that she's used for this look.
Perfect. So now I'm gonna be first, it is absolutely your choice. I'm gonna be using a setting spray. Again, you need to put your hand on your eyes. Do not, just make sure it doesn't go to your eyes, because then your makeup might move here and there. The one which I'm using this is from PAC. This is really pocket friendly and very nice. And this is like a very nice setting spray. I use this on my brides. So now I'm gonna be using this lip color. Again, I am a complete nude person, so I will be using this lip color. This is from Too Faced, and this is Sellout, and the color is Sellout. This is from Too Faced, Melted. This is like a very nice pinky nude, like pinky brown nude color. Peachy pink. So I will be doing my one side and showing you how do I make fuller lips, because I love creating fuller lips.
Wamika, we can't see it. You need to hold your palette a little.
I am so sorry.
That's okay.
So now I'm gonna be creating an X on my upper lip. Cool. And I will be overlining my lip line. You can see the difference. I'm gonna be lightening this color. I think it is a little dark for me. I'm gonna be mixing a little lighter color with this. Can we have the questions, if any?
We do have a lot of questions. Okay, so let's take a few. Can you please repeat the shade of the MAC blush?
Melba, Melba.
Okay, and how many shades darker should the contour be to your foundation?
See, this is, you just cannot calculate how many shades darker, but should be at least 2 shades darker, like 2, minimum 2.
Okay. How to choose the correct contour shade for your face? Again, 2 shades darker?
Yeah.
Great. What are you
2
doing
to
next?
3.
Tell us what you're doing next now.
We are just left with 2 things. One is highlighter. I'm gonna be toning down the color a little. So I'm gonna be adding a nude color to this. I just need to find where it is. Anyway, before that, I'm gonna do my highlighter. So I am gonna be spraying some spray on my brush so that my highlighter pops. This brush is again from PAC, and this is 154. And I'm gonna be taking little on my brush and will be putting on the highest points of my cheek. And the highlighter which I'm using is from ABH, Anastasia Amrezi. Now I am going to be highlighting my inner corner. The brush which I'm using is 382 from MAC.
And you've used the same highlighter, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Some on my brow bone area. Perfect. So now I'm going to be using a mascara to... This is also a very important step, using a mascara. People who do not use a mascara, your lashes are not going to look enhanced. I'm using the one from Forever 52. You can use any drugstore mascara. I don't believe in spending too much on mascaras. You can have the questions because this is the last step to our makeup.
Okay, got it. So tell us a technique that you use to highlight the inner corners of your eye.
So whenever you highlight, it is always advisable to put some spray on your brush and then use your highlighter. Your highlighter is gonna pop. And this is for the face as well.
Okay, so we've been getting this question a lot. Shimmer recommendations for a soft glam look.
See, a lot of palettes, they have soft shimmers like golden, silver, champagne. So you just can't stick to one palette. But if you need soft colors, then I would suggest go for Forever 52, or you can also go for Too Faced palettes. They have really pretty shimmery colors. I have just applied mascara. Can you see the difference? This eye and this eye.
It looks great. Can
It looks uplifted.
Show it to us, please?
Yeah, it looks uplifted. More questions?
No, I think we're good to go. We would request you to come closer and we would want to see the entire...
Perfect. But before that, I would want to lighten my lip color, which I feel is too dark for me. So I am just gonna apply a little lighter color. This is again from Too Faced and this is my type. So
we can't see you, Wamika. Yeah, you're back.
I'm gonna be using a little. I think we are good to go.
Come a little closer to the camera so we can see the entire look.
Perfect. Yeah. Sure. So my one eye is still left to do the mascara. Rest you can see.
That looks fantastic, Wamika. And we had a fabulous time having you over. Thank you so much for coming here and showing us your signature look. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please tag us in your pictures if you recreated the looks, and we'd love to see them.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. And I just hope you liked this eye look, this entire look. And please, if you can, please recreate and tag us, tag me, tag Airblack, and we would love to repost it. Love to reshare it.
Thank you so much, Wamika. It was lovely having you over again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can just directly DM me.
We're always there to answer your queries. So
absolutely,
Wamika and DM us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.